Alright, motherfuckers. This is the What Not, What Have You podcast. I'm Quintus.
Tonk.
God damn.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Mm-hmm. Well, this week...
Like I always say, let's get the business.
Damn right. Anyways, motherfucker.
Lay it on me. What you got?
Well, as we were discussing our pre-points, right?
Yes.
You and I do drink a lot, right?
Yes, we do.
I don't mean like the alcoholic
We're
level.
not alcoholic level, but...
We're pretty fucking close.
We're on a connoisseur level.
Yeah, I could say that. But, you know, we went out drinking. I went out with some friends last weekend. I'm thinking to myself, dude, Dicos are fucking awesome. Yeah, they kind of suck in some ways for us, but other ways they're awesome. By the way, people out there in the Ethernet, because we're in a conversation, but I have to explain what a Dico is. It's a service.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a service that there's a car that you call. There's a service you call. They come by when you're drunk, inebriated, whatever. It can be other things too. But if you're unable to drive your car, you call the service that they show up with a car. 2 drivers, 1 car follows you. The other person drives your car home.
Usually they're two filthy old men.
Exactly. They're stinking of cigarette smoke and whatnots.
Asshole juice and...
yeah, coffee stains up their asshole. But, they...
Theo Bobs.
Yeah, but they take your car home with a reasonable price, which is about the same price as a normal taxi, which is freaking awesome, because you can drink your fucking ass off and you have to worry about, okay, I gotta walk home. Or you drive home drunk, get fucked, and have a DUI charge on your fucking license.
And get seriously boned here. Because you know.
Yeah.
You know that I know that you know that I know.
Well, put it this way. Americans get boned.
Oh, of course.
Because,
you know they go out of their way. They go out of their way to teabag and slide their sack across somebody's fucking windshield here. You know what I mean?
Because I cannot count how many times I've seen old drunken Okinawan dudes in little K trucks. Just weaving, bobbing,
weaving, bobbing and weaving. But you see one, and here in Japan, they have ways to distinguish American cars, you know, the base type Americans, as opposed to regular Japanese people, because on the license plate it has kanji symbols. I'm sure everybody's familiar with kanji or their writing.
Yeah, the Japanese writing.
Or the Japanese writing, which is one of 3 of their languages. But anyway, their writing styles. But with that being said, Americans, on the other hand, get a big old Yankee Y.
Or an A, or a B.
Yeah, an A for the tiny cars, or an E for an import. But the normal cars that you're driving is the big old Yankee Y.
Yep. So they
Yankily-doo-dah.
They know who you are exactly.
And trust me, you're getting yanked when they pull you over, too.
That's like why they call it
Let's get him a Yankee.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why they probably call it a Y.
But you got an old man bobbing and weaving in traffic, and you got one, and you got a Y plate car bobbing and weaving.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That,
Congratulations, you've just earned yourself a don't pass go.
Get the fuck off the island.
Give us $200.
$200? More like $10,000.
Yeah, give us $10,000 and
get the fuck off the island because you don't have no job no more.
Yeah, or in that too.
Because you know, my job, dude. They don't even fuck with you no more. Every time every time it's if you get DUI, the next day you're gone off the island.
Yeah.
That's pretty screwed up. But
Stuff a box of Kleenexes to stuff in your asshole after they're done. You know what I mean?
The Japanese legal system is not fun.
No, it's not.
Because you dealt with it before, haven't you?
I've dealt with it. You know that.
More ways, what, twice? 2 or 3 times now?
Yeah, but I wasn't drinking and driving.
No, I'm saying, but
you know, it was the professional drivers here.
Yeah.
Hit and run.
Dodge car.
Yeah, dodging another car to dodge into my car. And then obviously say it's the American guy's fault.
Yeah, of course it is, because
standard operating procedure.
Because you're a better driver than they are.
Yeah, we're considered professional drivers over here. Which means that we're supposed to be better than them, which we are, by the way.
Yeah, but, well, I've seen some Americans that drive like
there's some doozies out here, but back to the Dico, which is a great thing. The Dico's awesome. It's a great service. I don't think it's something that's viable in the States.
Because you get robbed.
Because you get fucking robbed.
The first day you get robbed.
Someone would pretend to be a Dico.
Yeah.
And then just
Yeah, swindle you out of
robbing and pillaging.
Yeah, so what options do you have in the States then? Just fucking
drinking and driving,
or having a DD, which sucks having a DD.
Having a DD, which, every DD looks upset when they're drinking there. They never look happy. They're never laughing at people's jokes. They're just sitting there going,
unless you get like a teetotaler.
Coca-Cola.
Unless you get a teetotaler.
What's that?
Unless you get a teetotaler.
What the fuck is a teetotaler?
I believe a teetotaler is a person that doesn't drink at all. They don't enjoy drinking.
How many people do you know seriously at all that really don't?
You asking me that question?
Because I know I don't. Everybody I know.
In Okinawa, different story.
Yeah, Okinawa is like king dinglings of fucking drinking in Asia.
What religion did I grow up in?
Oh, I know.
Exactly. So guess what happens? They all become the freaking DDs. And believe me,
at least they're useful for something.
They're not fun to be around anyways.
I'm pretty sure they aren't. As soon as you start whipping out any nasty jokes, dude, they're putting cotton in their ears.
No, you surprised how fucking dirty those people are, actually.
Really?
They're just behind the doors dirty.
Really?
Yeah. And they're fucking hypocrites because when they're in public, they judge each other, right? Oh, let's see what he says next to screw things up. But in the background, the privacy of their home. Oh, yeah.
I can't believe he had a coffee.
Oh my god.
Hey, after church, you want to go get a coffee?
A frappuccino. It's not coffee. It's a frappuccino.
That's right. Frappalapala my asshole.
You know what, though? There's actually more caffeine in that than actually regular coffee.
Yeah, and whoever made up the whole frappuccino
should get their balls cut off.
Because they turned a delightful drink like coffee that I love so much into basically a milkshake.
Damn, it's a good beer, man.
Yes, it is.
It's grown on me. It's grown on me.
It's hopalicious. That's the beer that changed my wife into a goddamn connoisseur.
That's dangerous, man. You know what that turns into?
And she's cheap too. She takes like 5 drinks and she's toast.
That's good for you. So, I mean, you can give her a freaking pint at freaking...
It's good for me.
Yeah, you can give her a pint and she's done. Whereas us, we take about 4 pints and we're done.
I wouldn't say done, but on our way.
Yeah.
Depending on what kind of beer that we're ingesting.
Well, I'm talking about good craft beer. Dude, piss water beer. Dude,
that's an all day. That's like a sports drink.
Realize myself.
It's like a sports drink.
Yeah. Let me wake up myself up here a second. Dude, like I said, that Friday I went to that place, dude. I had to drink like 6 or 7 of those. About 6 of those. Slate buzz. Just slate buzz.
Where was this?
Some shady ass Chinese restaurant. Dude, it was terrible. There was not a single thing on the menu.
Oh man, that's that place you're talking about where they fucked up. They were even capable of fucking up fried chicken, right?
It's pretty hard to fuck up fried chicken.
That's hard to fuck up fried chicken.
Dude,
especially when you're running a restaurant, you're supposed to know, the basics of cooking food for people.
Yeah, dude, the only thing that was remotely somewhat okay to eat, and this is sad to say, was some fried mushrooms. Yeah, exactly. The fried mushrooms were but the most edible thing they had on there.
Fried mushrooms actually sound pretty good.
Don't they?
Now too.
But you're thinking like shiitake style. These were like the thin ones, like the very long
button
thin.
Top? No,
yeah.
Were they the button tops?
Yeah, the button tops. Yeah, that was the ones. That was the ones.
Good old button top.
And they were just slightly edible. They weren't like, oh my god, these are good. I want to keep eating. No. They were like, okay, I guess I'll eat them.
How the fuck are they in business?
How are most of these businesses in Thailand fucking going?
But dude, it's like Chris Rock said, it's like grand opening, grand closing.
Dude,
I have seen some businesses crash like motherfuckers here, dude.
I've seen them open for years. Some places have been open for years, and they still they're shit.
Probably because their prices are so goddamn low.
They're only that. I mean, granted, all you can drink for like 3,000.
Dude, there's an Okinawa soba restaurant near my house.
Yeah.
You know Fenton.
Yeah.
Fenton said, "Yeah, man, I was over there. I was enjoying some soba." I told him, I said,
that place.
You like that place? Do you remember that place I told you about? That place got me fucking upset, man. I was upset. It wasn't that expensive, but dude, the soba, which by the way, everybody, Okinawa soba is excellent when you get the right one.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
There's a gin joint down in Plaza Housing. It's pretty good.
Oh boy, I love me some soba, but dude, this place, the broth tasted like tap water.
Ugh.
The noodles were undercooked.
Ugh.
The juicy rice.
Yeah.
Which is also bomb diggity, by the way.
Yeah.
The juicy rice, unfucking believably terrible, dude. Juicy's some of the best rice I've ever had.
Yeah.
You know, it's got those chunks of pork in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like little pieces of the mushroom and whatever. I don't know what that vegetable's called though. I think with holes in it.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's crunchy. Adds a little texture.
Yeah.
Anyways, they fucked it all up, dude. They fucked it all up. Everything, man.
How do you fuck something up as simple as juicy rice?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, man. That place got me upset. I remember, I was eating with Miyuki, and I'm eating the shit, and I'm looking at Miyuki, and she looks up at me and goes, "This place is fucking terrible."
Did she actually say that?
She actually said that.
That's awesome.
Well, my foul mouth rubs off on her, Seriously, she looked up, "This place is fucking terrible.
Damn, that's
You want to get out of here and go get a hamburger?"
From McDonald's, that tastes better?
Yep. Or Mossburger. There's a Mossburger right next door. We left, went to Mossburger, and got the microscopic hamburgers that cost $15. But they were delicious.
Yeah, they're this big.
But back to the Daiko. We wandered off the point.
Well, but we said what we could about Daiko.
Yeah, the Daiko is badass, dude. Whoever made that idea up, mad props.
It only works though, like in a country like Japan where it's relatively safe.
Yeah, where everybody's, for the most part, honest.
Yeah, true. And then mainly Japan, it wouldn't make much difference anyways because you got trains everywhere.
Well, those trains stop at 12 o'clock, my friend.
Yeah, so guess what? Most places close around
11. Yeah. Here in Okinawa, it's sun up to sundown, boy.
They ain't trains anywhere.
Like that place across the street from my house. That place is open on the weekends till like 3 or something in the morning, man.
Yeah, by the time we go, it's fucking like 12.
Well, it's because we go during the week, because you can't drink on the goddamn weekend.
Yeah, because I have to goddamn work.
Well.
That's how committed I am to my job.
So fucking committed.
So before I get into a tangent of what the next topic I like to talk about, which I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, and Justin, Tonk, fuck. Let's get into something a little more.
Let's go.
That you want me to fucking go
lay it down.
Full retard?
Full retard, full blown. Okay. Let's fucking hear it.
So I'm at work last night, or was it Saturday? I can't remember. Anyways, I think it was last night. But I'm watching some Japanese television, and a commercial comes on where it's a men's face wash, right? You and I've used it before. You know that pump style that makes a foam and you can wipe your face. Not bad stuff, right? I mean, used it.
Roll it on. Let's go.
But imagine this, Tonk. Take a woman's face wash commercial where the woman puts her face near the bowl of hot water, splashes on her face, and pulls her head back, and it's nice and shiny. The hair is like pulled back by a headband, right? She uses a headband to hold her hair back, right? And you see her face refreshed, and like,
looks like she just
feels so good.
Just left a snail trail in her panties.
Exactly. Now take that and put it with men in it.
That's already starting to get me upset.
Dude,
just thinking about
just
it.
imagine.
That's why I bypass Japanese TV most of the time.
It's the exact premise, the exact same video. You just change out men and women, and it's so.
Except instead of a snail trail, it's a
butt plug snail trail, dude. I'm telling you, man.
Oh,
whatever. I'm sorry to use this term, but I have to use it because it's the only thing. It is so homoerotic. Dude, it was homoerotic. It was like 5 guys doing the exact same maneuver all at the same time. The hands to the face, splashing the warm water off the creamy face. The cream on their face, all the jizz looked to their face. Looked like fucking like a big face plate full of jizz on their face. They clean it off, they're like, feels so good, so refreshing.
It's against the rules here in Japan to be manly.
Yeah, you have to be
because women are frightened of you.
Because you have to be you have to be thinner than women.
Yes, you do. You have to look weak.
Yes. 3, you have to roll up your pant legs up past your ankles.
Yeah.
Way past your ankles.
You have to wear shoes that look like elves made them.
Exactly. Or if you're not wearing those, this is for work. But at casual work, you have to wear the penny loafers with no pennies in them. Or the sailing shoes.
Yeah, the sailing shoes. I like to make them go fucking sailing wearing those.
But dude,
but that's how. I know we talk shit about Japan a lot, but when you live in a certain place for a long time, you're gonna find things that just have a heavier grit that rubs you wrong than other places. You know what I mean? And the thing, like, men are turning androgynous here, man. They're fucking androgynous here, man. You can't tell. It could be a man or it could be a fucking woman. And there's some women that are more manlier than guys here sometimes, man. It's fucking scary. They went from being samurais.
Yeah, they went from a fucking manly, fucking beard growing
beards,
out,
long hair,
samurai to men that look like women that actually...
They can't even have facial hair.
No kidding. You may not have seen this, but I've seen this by accident because they show like on the Chive and stuff.
Bullshit.
Right? They showed it on the Chive a few times where, what the fuck is that mean? Do you like...
Get it the fuck out of here.
Plump? She knows better than that.
Get it the fuck out of here.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, they showed on the Chive before where they show like a picture like, is this a guy or a woman? And they progressed showing like backward reversal of like putting makeup on, and it's a dude. And it's, of course, it's an Asian dude. I don't know if it's Chinese, Korean, or Japanese, but they are pale, they are skinny, and sadly enough, some of them actually look very feminine, very close to being the opposite sex.
I don't know if we've talked about this before yet, but you know, unfortunately, when I come home at night from work, the old lady's watching TV, and you know, I get prodded into starting to watch some of their shows, which they got some funny shit on there sometimes. Some of the shit they do to each other is awesome, by the way. But
then again, the same people over and over again.
All their shows, dude, is people stuffing their face with food, saying it's good because some cocksucker's paying them to say that it's good, and half of them are fucking trannies, dude. Like one show I just watched had a bunch of foreign guys, like a dude from Italy, a dude from the U.S., a dude from some other white country that doesn't speak English, but they speak a language I have no fucking idea what they're talking.
But are they fluent in Japanese?
No, they're not fluent in Japanese.
Surprising. They usually,
so they have a bunch of fucking... They got half women up there, which they look like goddamn trolls, okay?
Yeah, they do.
And then they got dudes up there that are made up and look like women, and these guys have to pick which woman they want to go out on a date with.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It's fucking... And, of course, all the guys, because they've got trolls on there, you know, are picking the dudes. And after they pick them, they say, well, what would you like to do with them? You know, and of course they're just prodding, they're baiting them into saying something so they look like dipshits on TV.
Yeah, so they look like embarrass themselves.
Yeah, so they embarrass themselves. Afterwards. Yeah, so they want to go blow their fucking brains out later. But you know, they're probably, well, what would you do? Well, you know, one guy says, well, I'd like to take her out on a nice romantic dinner, and when I get her back to my abode, I'd love to stroke her down with some lotion and, you know, give her a good old oily back massage, and who knows where it'll go from there.
But
then, after the guy gets done with his little spiel or whatever, then the lady, who speaks English, by the way, the announcer, said, "Oh, really? Did you know that she's a man?" And seriously, all the guys, it doesn't matter what fucking country you come from, they all had the look of fury.
They all dropped a loaf in my pants. I gotta make sure I don't stink because I'm gonna change my underwear and I'm gonna kill myself afterwards.
On TV, in front of all of Japan, and they know that there's foreigners that live here, probably sitting at home shaking their heads just like we're doing, sitting there going, "Oh,
I feel so bad for them,"
you know. And then they go on to the next guy. The next guy, the first guy was Italian. Then the next guy is American. Of course, he picks, you know. He picks another one of the dudes.
Of course. Were there any women in the bunch at all?
Yeah, but they were trolls.
So, essentially, they picked women that were uglier than the transvestite or the trannies, what do you want to call them?
So they were trolls of a likeness of cave-dwelling type troglodyte type trolls.
So were they in comparison to the men that were dressed up like women to make sure it was like an even match? Or was the women uglier than the men that were dressed like women?
I don't even want to say. You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't even want to say because it's making me uncomfortable.
You brought it up, motherfucker. I didn't. Shit.
That's making me uncomfortable because I'm looking at everything that's going on, and I know obviously I can tell they're dudes. I've lived here a long time. I look over at my wife. I said, they're prodding these guys into trying to get them to get the dudes, right? Mm-hmm. And my wife says, yeah, they are. I said, what the fuck is wrong with your country?
No kidding.
I said, and half of them, I'm sure you've seen some of these guys. They're famous as fuck in this country.
I know.
And they are straight up cross-dressing, transvestite. Like, one of them's your size, dude. Have you seen that motherfucker?
That dude, yeah. But it's funny, those, if you ask Japanese people, though, is he gay? Oh, no, he's not gay.
Fuck you, he's not gay.
He just likes wearing women's clothes.
Bullshit.
Really? He dresses... You rarely ever see him not in women's clothing on television.
He's always in women's clothing. He's got lipstick on.
Very rarely will you ever see him without it. It's like like behind the scenes look where they'll see him without it sometimes, but most of the time it's him in it.
Dude, and you want to know what's worse? I saw an episode one day of this guy, some fucking guy made an android of this dude.
What?
Made a fucking robot, dude. You know how Japanese are with their robot debacle.
Yeah.
You know? They made a robot of this guy. This robot is, and it answers your questions. It talks to you. Dude, it was creepy as fuck, man. It was creepy,
If
dude.
you're going to make an android that has responses,
Out of him.
Why would you pick that person?
A cross-dressing fat man.
Oh, by
That's
the way.
uber famous, by the way. Maybe you should go, you know,
and guess what?
throw in a wig
Guess one
and...
of his commercials is, by the way.
What? Pole
Mr.
smoking?
Donuts. Mr. Donuts.
Yeah, I bet.
It was. He actually promotes Mr. Donuts. Oh, Jesus Christ. Speaking of the going the opposite direction, what was one of your interests of speaking? Was what, Miley Cyrus? I didn't see this.
I don't even like,
said
you know,
it.
I don't even like getting in and talking about pop culture, but she needs to be erased. And I don't mean killed or anything like that. That's not what I mean.
Just
she needs to
off-
get erased from the cameras.
The public
Yeah,
eye.
from the public eye. Just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We're tired of you. People were already tired of you at whatever you're doing before you started sticking your tongue out and
yeah, the big foamy finger and
yeah,
stupid
and the
shit.
foamy finger or whatever. But now she's gone on to crushing tacos just so she can get more publicity because she sucks so fucking bad. She's got to do something that's shock-worthy so people actually pay attention to her again.
But don't worry.
Like, look at Kim Kardashian, that fucking whore. Well, how does she get attention?
That's
she marries a rich guy, smoking pole.
Sucking a black dude's dick on fucking on a camera.
Smoking pole
Yeah.
and sticking her big fat ass out so people could, you know,
admire how big
it is.
Her implants are.
Her implants are. Fuck that bitch and fuck Miley Cyrus too.
But don't worry, there's a list. There's probably a list that she's on, and she's probably number 9
I'm sure
out of
she's
10.
on a list of out the door.
Yeah,
out the
exactly.
fucking door.
It's probably like her last death echoes of freaking her popularity in terms of pop culture.
You
So
know,
don't worry.
I would enjoy to
But
see
the sad
her.
part though is that there's someone right behind her going to do the same fucking thing and more shocking and more full of shit.
And hence, I don't pay attention to pop culture that much. I just happen to grease by it on going to read a little bit of news just so I can stay up on the times because I got everybody busting my balls because I'm not paying attention to anything because I don't care. And then I go and I get on there and I try to look at fucking main current events and it just fucking pisses me off, dude. That's it. Because what's on the top news? Kim Kardashian, who I don't give a fuck about.
Or
I don't give a shit what this broad's doing.
Husband.
Or her talentless husband. Fuck him. He samples people's shit and talks over it. Kiss my ass. That's my opinion.
Everyone says he's one of the best
No,
musicians
he's not.
ever. No,
I don't even listen to rap, and some of the shit that I've listened to that I've heard in the past was way better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Dr. Dre. Obviously, he is where he is because he knew his shit. Snoop Dogg. You know, those guys got more talent in their pinky than that guy does, and plus that guy runs his mouth too goddamn much. I'm surprised somebody hasn't knocked him out from all that shit he's done at the the Grammys.
Because it brings ratings in. Because it
brings in negative ratings because now people are getting fucking tired of this dude.
Do they say any publicity is good publicity?
No, it's not necessarily.
Good,
maybe for them, but not for his ass, which I hope so.
He doesn't care. He's so fucking rich. And now you are talking about him now. So now
okay,
he won
let's
the
get off
story.
that. But anyways, all I want to say is
them two.
This is why I don't read current events because I get stupid shit.
And you get upset because the fact that the reason why they're on the news in the first place is because they're trying to get on the news with stupid shit like because
they're gold diggers.
Which ones?
All of them. All the people that I mentioned. All the people that I mentioned.
Dude, there's not a single person on this planet that would love have money.
Yeah, there's different grades of fucking gold digging, my friend.
Well,
you know,
she grew up that way.
Smoking the proverbial pole to climb up further on the totem pole, to smoke that totem pole's pole, and henceforth climbing the branches of pole smoking to get up to the top. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess there's a certain amount of rungs you can take at once.
Yeah,
she takes them all.
I'm sure she's taking them all in every orifice that she can possibly take one in.
I doubt it. I guarantee you probably soon in the next week or two you'll
Anyways,
see some freaking
fuck
TMZ,
Miley Cyrus.
Some fucking tabloid. You'll see her, making out with a dude somewhere. Oh, I thought you were gay. Oops. Oh no. Oh, I go both ways. Yeah.
This is why people's IQs are dropping worldwide, but especially in the U.S. As much as I love my country, especially in the U.S. because all these fucking reality TV shows. You know, make something that's tangible. Make something with some, you know, with some depth and some meaning in there, man. And you know, as dorky as...
There's nothing, because you know why? Because everybody has too much choice of voicing their own opinion.
You know,
yeah, hypocrite that we're using a podcast and we're voicing our opinion ourselves. But there are times where just people are too sensitive, or they're too fucking...
way too much.
Yeah, they go that route of, well, you know, if it's not Molly Cyrus, it's somebody else, and if it's not them, it's that person. She has a right to be that way. Why would you want to stagger her freedom and her lives to be able not to enjoy her life?
Well, you know what? Go enjoy your life. Just get the fuck out of my perfect world. You know, get out of my perfect world. Well, you know, go disappear somewhere. Go enjoy your money and go. You know, knuckle deep on some broad somewhere where nobody cares. You know what I mean?
I don't care about it. Throw it on,
or take a video and I'll take a look at
it. Yeah, kind of gander at it for a couple times.
That's right.
Sure see the pixel quality of the movie.
That's
Make
right.
Sure it's clear.
Right up to the knuckle. Knuckle to knuckle.
Knuckle to knuckle.
That's okay. That's
fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But seeing shit in the news, is Miley Cyrus dating abroad?
Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? I wish you could. You know, Facebook has the like or dislike.
Yeah.
You should have the do you give a fuck or do you not give a fuck button. You know.
How many times it's gonna hit? I don't give a fuck.
You know.
Infinite amounts. Is there an infinite button somewhere around there?
All I want to do is just go on there, read about, you know, events that are going on in the world besides pop culture bullshit, which unfortunately...
Don't go to Yahoo then.
It's seeded everywhere, man.
Not everywhere.
Dude, it's even on the main news websites, man. You know, Scott was busting my balls saying, dude, you don't know about this? You didn't know about that? I said, no, I don't read the fucking news that much.
But is he talking about pulp culture bullshit, or are you talking about
No, he's talking about regular main news, but the reason I don't go there is because I don't want to fucking see... Because, dude, regardless if you not want to see it, when you're scrolling down, your eyes are going to see... It's on the horizon. You're going to see it horizontally. It's coming. Or you see a picture and you look at it and think, oh, fuck, man. You know, here it is.
And you have to clickbait it because there's some...
I mean, I didn't click it. I just saw the title.
Oh.
She's, you know,
well, then
flicking some broad's bean or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Well, to each their own.
Yeah, but anyways, let's get off that subject because we've already given them enough...
Well, if you were talking about people being stupid and getting dumber and dumber and people becoming insensitive and shit... Get this one.
I think people are becoming way too sensitive, not being insensitive.
So if you're saying that topic, perfect segue into what I was going to say. New movie Jurassic World, right?
Yeah.
I guess there's some kind of dinosaur on there. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know exactly what goes on. Of course, the dinosaurs freaking break loose and run amok. So I guess there's the specific name of this certain dinosaur, I forgot the name, but they call it a Pachysaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so in the movie... They're like, oh, the Pachysaurus is broken loose. It's running amok in the fields. And they mentioned it a few times.
Running amok.
Okay. There are people out there now that on Twitter are complaining and bitching and moaning. That's racist. They're calling him Packy. Packy is a racial slur for Pakistanis or Pakistan people. Why are you using the word Packy? Packy. Why are you calling him Pachysaur? I'm thinking to myself,
you know what? I'd like to pack all of you into a fucking cannon and blast your asses out into fucking space and watch your bodies float away.
Fuck.
Screaming and hollering if you can even do that in space.
Really?
You know?
It's a fucking dinosaur movie that's made the fuck up, and they call him Pachysaurus because why the fuck would they want to call him the Palachosaurus?
Lupus.
Exactly.
You know?
It's running amok, and by the time they say that 5 times, the movie's already over. Go fuck yourself, people.
Fuck them. It's racist. It's racist. I'm tired of hearing this racist shit. You know?
Well,
some people.
Fucking name?
I fucking hate everybody
Look, what's
equally.
her fucking name?
Huh?
Look, what's her fucking name? I don't know what her fucking name is because it's
fuck
already out of my head.
everyone equally. That's what I think.
Of course, fuck everyone equally. Because,
fuck them equally.
Because it's equally.
I hate everybody the same. I don't care what fucking skin
name?
color you are.
Look,
if you're an
fucking
asshole,
name?
you're a fucking asshole, and that's it. That's all there is to it.
Dude, I forgot her name. What's her name? The bitch that tried to act like she's black.
Oh my. That's another fucking debacle that I had to unfortunately run across in my Twitter feed, unfortunately.
So get this shit. There's people that are actually praising her because she has the power to push herself into being, because she's white, but she has the mentality of being black. You know what? That's fucking bullshit. You know what?
I start getting twitches nowadays, dude. I've been getting twitches. Like these kind of twitches, man.
Right?
I'm telling you. Dude, I just want to pull a fucking homer on somebody, man.
I know people go out there and be like, well, you're two white males. You don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Oh, kiss my ass, man.
Fuck you guys. Because I hate to say this, but she's a white woman. Okay, I don't give a fuck what you say. She's white. She grew up white.
She's
I don't
white.
care.
Dude.
Her brothers and sisters are not biologically related to her. They were all adopted from her parents. Adopted them. She might have the mentality. You know what? I don't care. If you want to have the rights to fight the rights for black people, for any type of race, any race, I don't care. By all means, I don't care, dude. If you came up to me tomorrow and say, dude, I want to make sure all the rights of the pygmies in freaking Africa get the equal rights as everybody else, I'm
wonderful.
Good.
That's fine.
Great. Wonderful. If you want to fight for it, if you want to feel like your mentality is you favor.
You want to be heroic? Be heroic.
But don't freaking start tanning yourself.
No, she wasn't tanning because she's too white to be tanning.
She was oranging herself.
It's like your ass.
Yeah,
it's either burn or it's white.
Yeah,
there's no in between.
Herself.
Yeah, she was oranging herself by rubbing some shit all over her ass.
Or someone spraying her.
And I don't want to hear. I don't even want to fucking hear. People saying, "Well, I was a black lady living in a white person's body."
Bull
fuck you.
Fucking shit.
Fuck you. That's not even possible. That's they say like the Bruce Jenner guy, which is another fucking unbelievable atrocity, and people can lick my sack if they don't like what I say. I don't give a fuck.
And by the way, another famous podcaster.
I was a woman. I have a woman's brain born in a guy's body. That's more scientifically feasible than I was a black woman living in a white woman's body. Suck my ass. You know what I mean?
Because it is possible for the body to be female for a certain while.
I can believe that.
And the chromosome change where it's been proven. It's been proven.
Okay, I can believe that.
Yeah, to a certain degree.
To a certain degree, okay?
Yeah.
Do I agree with it? No. In my opinion, in my old school way, or my old school opinion, hold up.
All right. Okay.
In my old school opinion, if you've got children and you love your children and you respect your family, okay, just deal with the fact and just deal with it. Well, instead of changing and turning it into a fucking reality TV show, so your fucking kids get damaged because of that shit.
Dude, all that whole family was damaged at the beginning before they had the show.
This asshole's fucking his kids up.
It's not even his kids.
But everybody says he's so courageous.
They're not his kids.
Well, who the fuck are they then? Why do they keep saying they're his kids?
The bitch that he married to, that I don't know what they are now. I don't even know. I could give a shit less. Is married to the Kardashian was married to some fucking famous lawyer back in the 80s.
How many fucking Kardashians are there?
And he fucking died.
Sounds like they pop up like gerbils do.
It's a fucking clan of them. But anyways,
this is pissing me the fuck off.
But there's a famous podcaster, which everyone knows, Joe Rogan, was mentioning this, which is a good point, valid point. Everyone seems to pass away, but just let it ignore that he fucking killed somebody, dude.
Who did?
Fucking Bruce Jenner. He killed somebody.
Well, like I said, I'm not up into the times.
Dude, he ran into somebody. Okay, that person hit the car, and that car went into traffic. She died. Not fucking what's his name, but the passenger, the driver in the other car died. Yet no one's talking about that. He's a murderer. Everyone's courageous.
He's a hero.
That he's turning into a woman.
He's. What's his name now?
Caitlyn. Sounds like a 10-year-old girl's name.
But not only is our society so whacked out that guys need to go get their balls cut off and have fucking
reconstructive surgery,
have a twat made for them, and have their
invert the skin,
invert their scrotum. So somebody's gonna be licking their scrotum one of these days. Think about that one.
You do realize that our scrotums are actually vaginas, but they just
I don't even want to hear it, Squintus.
You do
I don't want to hear about scrotum vagina bullshit. All I'm saying is somebody's gonna end up licking that guy's scrotum.
His own?
If
you could, right?
But what I'm trying to say is this society, or where we're at in human evolution at this point in time, okay?
Yeah.
We're fucked up, man. We're whacked out. When you got motherfuckers, not only do you got people that feel the need to get their balls chopped off or have a pair of balls attached to them, but now, not only that, and I'm sure people are going to disagree with us, but this is my fucking opinion. It's my opinion, and that's it. People can take it or leave it.
You have a right to your own opinion.
But what I'm trying to say is, not only are we whacked out about people changing their genders or whatever, but now motherfuckers are trying to do cross-racial bullshit?
Cross-racial, which is full of shit.
Fuck you.
What's funny is if I wonder what would happen, the reaction.
I'm glad we live on this little turd floating in the ocean.
You know that? You know what? I would like to do an experiment. I'm not going to do it, but it'd be kind of interesting to do an experiment. Yeah, pop that motherfucker. That all of a sudden I get on the news and say,
cherry,
you know what?
Too, which means I popped his cherry.
Pop the cherry. That I go on the news and say, I'm white, but I felt that I grew up as being Asian. being Japanese. So now on, I'm gonna slant my eyes. I'm gonna push my eyes up farther apart to make them a little more closed. I'm gonna put implants in my head, have long black hair, and
don't you be saying anything about it either.
Exactly.
Because if you do, I'm
You're
gonna start
racist.
complaining that you offended me.
Exactly.
And God only knows
that people don't like being offended by anything.
Don't you be offending anybody anymore. We can't do that. Nobody can be honest to each other anymore and just say, "Yo, dude, I'm not trying to be a dick here or nothing, but you're fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You're fucked up. You need to go get some serious psychological treatment, man."
Yeah, like some lithium.
I'm not fucked up. I was naturally made this way. No, dude. You're fucked up, man. I don't know if it's nature or nurture. Yeah. It could be nature and nurture fucked you. But
it's both of you're both getting fucked up in one way or the other.
You're hosed, man. You need to go, and I'm saying this as a friend, or I'm saying it as a person that don't like you, but still being honest. You know what I mean?
I'm
just keeping it honest.
I don't fucking like you at all. Go fuck yourself. Suck a big old sack of shit.
That's right. Let's get off this subject because I'm getting fucking.
Let's get a more positive note.
Well, it doesn't have to be positive because people that have tuned in or that will tune in later will find out that our mode of operation is fucking coming unglued.
It's called shit talking, motherfuckers. Shit talking.
Coming unglued. And when I think about this kind of stuff, you know, how I envision the human race, because we have so much potential and there's so many things that we can do, and there's so many smart motherfuckers out there, you know, that are way above my IQ level, that think of some just unbelievably cool stuff, and we get to benefit from it. You know,
there's one right there. There's one I can validate your point, Justin. Scientists have figured a way now out, some kind of chemical reaction, now, where they can make solar panels store energy longer, like up to a couple weeks. Right now, solar panels can only hold energy for maybe.
Well, they have batteries. They have batteries.
The panel itself, right? The panel itself can hold power for nanoseconds. They're talking about how these panels can store energy for weeks, dude. Imagine people like that out there that are figuring that shit out, because we're fucking ourselves over in one way. So hopefully there's people out there that are actually trying to help us out in the other ways. But unfortunately, I think it's more of a tiptoeing towards people fucking each other over. Because then you told me the other day how we're in the sixth generation of mass extinction.
Supposedly we're in the sixth mass extinction.
And guess who's caused by?
Yeah, I wonder.
Humans.
It could have been, or it could have just been a natural.
They're claiming it's humans.
They're claiming it's human?
Claiming it's human.
Well, it didn't take more than a couple of years, or a couple, 100, 150 years, maybe 200 years of industrialization for us to fuck up this entire globe.
It's probably before that. We were fucking this globe up a long time ago.
I mean, obviously, cow farts don't help either.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Or pig farts, too.
Pig farts. You know?
Because there's a lot of pigs, too, in this world.
Yes, there are. There's a lot of hungry people looking for them, too.
A lot of sheep, too. But they probably fart a lot, too. Yeah.
Well, they definitely blow off some methane, I could tell you what.
Shit.
But
here's a fun fact. There's more actually sheep in New Zealand than actually people.
That just boggled my mind for a second.
There are more sheep on New Zealand. So in New Zealand, they're actually physically.
I'd like to have a new study. I'd like for somebody to do a new study, do a new count, do a count of how many people get into bestiality over there in that in that country.
Probably more time. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Isn't that kind of funny?
I saw the sheep the other day. I'll tell you. I'm telling you.
That's got
saw
me
that
talking.
Asshole puckering, boy.
That got me talking. See what's funny? Okay, this is a dark topic to talk about, but you just piqued my interest for some fucked up reason. When you hear about, okay, I want to give you two options.
He's already chuckling.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you two options on this motherfucker. Okay, when you think of women fucking animals, what's the two animals you think of?
Well, ones that probably have enormous rods on them.
Okay, so give me the two.
Probably large dogs, or
okay, that's one.
Would be my guess, and I can honestly say I've never watched bestiality, but my guess would be some kind of large dog that.
Okay, dogs.
Dogs, and maybe
what's the one that always you talk about?
Good old donkeys.
Or the horses, donkeys. Okay. Now for men, what's the number one thing you hear them fucking the most in terms of animals?
I've heard of somebody fucking a chicken before.
But that's okay. Maybe this is going wrong in my head. I always hear, dude. I always hear the fact that it's women, it's like horses and dogs, and then men it's sheep. Nothing else really, but just sheep. Why?
What is it about sheep, dude?
Are they like
Is it because they're
docile?
fluffy and woolly?
Maybe. Are they docile? But dude, they shit out of like the hole and gets caught in their fucking wool and shit. Why would you want to?
Well, I mean, it gives you something to look at, I guess.
But
dingleberries can be considered an ornament, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Can tickle your balls while you're fucking its ass.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
could be a nice feature.
Yeah, it could be a feature.
What is the Baja turn you on?
I mean, it could. It could be it vibrates your scrotum.
Yeah, maybe. But I just don't understand the fathom that concept. You know what? Yeah, I understand not being lonely, not having any physical contact of the opposite sex or the regular sex if you're into that kind of thing. But dude,
or is the good old baloney in the sofa technique?
I'd rather do that than an animal. I'd rather fuck 3-year-old day fucking baloney than fuck that. But it's got a heartbeat, but still, it's warm. But no.
Ugh.
How horny can you get? Jesus Christ.
Dude, there's some fucked up individuals out there, my friend. Think about it. I'm sure you've read some horror stories before about some of the shit that people get into, dude. I don't even want to bring it up because it's going to start making my stomach churn, but there's definitely some jacked up individuals out there, and I have to say that probably a lot of that is nature, not nurture. They come out with some fucked up wiring or something, man.
Or the fact that they have like nobody to teach them that, hey, by the way, don't fuck these animals. They're here to eat, probably, or do something that's not to be fucked with.
Freddy, get your finger out of the cat's ass. What?
What? I thought, yeah. Ooh. That smells pretty good.
It smells like catnip.
Get your cock out of my Chrysler, you son of a bitch!
Get your cock out of my Chrysler, you son of a bitch! Let's get off the bestiality because it's making me sick.
Hey, ringworm.
Hey, ringworm. Fuck my ozone. That's one of my favorite movies, by the way. That movie's a classic.
There's some really low points, but that part's probably one of the best part of the scenes.
And by the way, just so I can mention this,
what? For
further upgrades, this chair sucks. Ass and balls.
Well,
man.
You're more than welcome to bring a chair over here.
Well, that's probably not going to happen.
You have 2 of them yourself.
I'm expecting you to invest in some shit for me.
Then you can give me some money to buy a chair. I don't got fucking money right now.
Bullshit.
Fuck you. Because you know what? I could actually spend $100, $200 on a goddamn chair. I can buy our fucking craft beer set and actually make real beer.
Which, by the way, we cracked our beer open. Sucks.
Yeah. Well you said it was good, fucker.
Well, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was
I
okay,
thought it
I
was...
guess. It was okay. The amount of carbonation in there was very satisfying.
Was perfect. But, which surprisingly, by the way, which was surprising.
But it tasted like it had a possible yeast infection.
Ugh, that's just nasty thinking about that. But, okay, then here, since you work at a place that deals with this, and I'm delving myself into a book talking about this. Do you think that carbonation is a tribute to the honey and extra yeast and the wild yeast being built up? That's why it's so carbonated?
No. What I was told is that honey is very easily fermentable, and that yeast just gobble it up like pigs in a trough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's pretty much it's all sugar, but there's some sugar that's more so than others.
I mean, obviously they say that dried corn sugar or whatever is good, but I'd rather stick with the honey, dude. It's natural. Not saying that corn sugar or corn dried or whatever the fuck is not natural, but
honey's expensive too compared to corn sugar.
Yeah, but that carbonation that came out of there, that was
how about this next time?
That was pretty tasty.
I suggest the next one we do, right? We'll use the honey again, and if it turns out the same way in terms of carbonation, we'll keep using honey.
Although it was slightly explosive when you pop those bottles
I'm
off.
Actually starting to hit that buzz, starting to hit me, dude.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, my head's starting to swim a little bit.
That beer's got some.
What is alcohol content in that?
I think it's like 8% in that shit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish you didn't tell me that now. I'm trying to feel a little woozy.
I think that's imperial grade right there.
I need some water. I gotta dilute myself. Holy shit.
Getting loopy.
Mm-hmm.
So what else you got? I know we've had a whole week of stewing and brewing.
You know what the sad thing is?
Stew up to this one.
Yeah, but most of the stuff I can't talk on.
Why not?
Because I can get fired for it.
Well, that would be a bad thing.
Well, it depends because I couldn't get any money out of it anyways, but yeah. In other ways, yeah.
let's get into some Star Wars shit.
If you want to, what
okay. Like we got it. You and I are both huge Star Wars nerds. We always got to give. We always got to give a little bit of our discussion a nod into our favorite.
So, you know who Forrest Whitaker is?
Of course, I know who Forrest Whitaker.
Do you really know who Forrest Whitaker is?
Yes, I do.
You know he's getting the new Rebel One movie, right?
Yeah.
Cast off, whatever the spin-off, whatever. I don't know about you, but I'm not a gigantic fan of Forrest Whitaker. He's a good actor. I like him, but in the Star Wars universe, exactly. That's the exact same response that I got.
I don't know if I could really place him in doing some shit like that, man.
I mean, it definitely can't be a freaking Jedi.
Well, I mean, it's the new that
Rebel One.
Rebel One's supposed to be
right before New Hope, I think. Right? It's supposed to be like between. I think it's supposed to be between.
But there probably isn't going to be any Jedi shit in there, anyways, man. It's probably just going to be straight up just stormtroopers. Trying to.
Yeah, but
trying to troll the rebels.
6 of them, so I guess 7 coming out. So I guess, well, yeah, almost every episode, the Rebel stuff, the Clone Wars obviously has Jedi references through it, all of it.
Yeah, but remember, the Jedi, they thought they were gone. Obviously, Obi-Wan was hiding out in his little shack, and Yoda, God knows what the fuck he was doing on that.
Waxing his little green missile.
Who the fuck knows what Yoda was up to on that planet? But no, for all everybody knew, they were dead. They were dead. Nobody knew of any Jedis. Now, obviously, now they're delving into, this Jedi was alive here, or this guy was kind of a Jedi, but he was learning to be a Jedi, but he wasn't exactly a Jedi.
That's the
so we can't say he's a Jedi, but he's close enough to be a Jedi to be called a Jedi because...
That was the Rebels, isn't it? The Rebels cartoon. Yeah.
So he's kind of like a Jedi or something. I read the book.
Which one?
Moving up to the Rebel stuff. Book was pretty good, man. It was decent. It was decent.
But then again, it's probably not considered canon anymore.
Remember? Oh no, it's part of that.
They wrote that. Apparently, it's not though.
Why?
That's what J.J. Abrams says. I think anything after
that one was written in there to attach to Rebels.
After episode 6, everything that's in terms of canon for the book wise, is
gone. They shoveled the shit out.
Yeah, in a way,
probably
it's good,
pissed
though.
off a lot of people.
Yeah, but in a way, it's
because there's
good
a lot of good books too, like that Darth Plagueis book I read.
Dude, I read
God damn,
that's before anything happened, though.
That was good, man.
Dude, I've read some of the Star Wars books, and there's some conflicting shit in there.
There's conflicting shit in all kinds of Star Wars shit, and it's fucked up because one guy made it.
But then again, there's all these freaking people coming out there making this shit out. Dude, I think I was reading somewhere like the main storylines that were canon, right? It was like the same thing. Every freaking new enemy that came out was one after the other. The second after the Emperor died, it was his clone. After that was some kind of fucking alien. Another alien was like Xeon or Zuno or something. He was a fucking evil guy they had to get rid of. And there was some freaking alien race coming from different galaxies that was trying to take over. It was the exact same fucking thing, dude. Every single time there was a new
books
enemy
that you're talking about.
Yeah, every time there was a new enemy coming out that's supposed to be like the Galactic Empire was the exact same premise. There was a small force getting overpowered by a large force, and it was all ruled by one evil dictator they had to get rid of. Kind of overused, don't you think?
Well, we'll see where they go with it.
Well, this was supposed to be different, though.
What's supposed to be different? The new universe that they're crafting?
Yeah.
Well, I hope it is, because...
Well, you told me
you
one
love
story.
It. I love it. What?
The story you told me... Don't ruin it for nobody.
What, the spoiler story of what the movie's supposed to be?
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean... But like I told you, that website that I got that information from...
reliable.
Those motherfuckers were on point back in the day when I was reading, because I was just...
I know what you mean.
I was just fucking... I didn't want to wait,
Yeah.
I just wanted to ruin it for myself because I wanted to see what it was going to be. And all the stuff that they released on there, not all of it, but goddamn near 90% of the stuff that they're writing. I'm not going to plug the website or anything or give them anything, but they were on point, man. Even the pictures that they released.
Yeah, they were on point.
Especially for episode 3. Like with Dooku, what happened with him. Yeah. Dude, all that shit, they had all that crap, man. I don't know how they got there. And dude, you're talking about they were getting the shit from George Lucas. Yeah. Somehow somebody was weaseling in there and and swiping this shit.
George Lucas. That was back in the day when things weren't so easier probably to get shit. Where nowadays...
Dude, there's still weasels that are slipped in there. Nobody knows who the weasel is, you know? That's getting in there and probably taking pictures of shit and weaseling around.
Did you happen to see that article that some dude found, like, the original script of Star Wars, like, in some college somewhere? Did you read that article?
No.
There's some dudes, I forgot where it was, like Iowa or something, or some freaking obscure place where this dude found one of the original scripts to Star Wars and had like jotted notes and shit. And actually, in the script, it actually said Han shot first.
Where the hell did this guy get this?
He just happened to find it somewhere.
Where, in a magical treasure chest somewhere that he opened with a key that he found from another magical treasure chest?
It was fucking Indiana Jones going to the Temple of Doom or something. I don't know. They showed it. They had an article. He showed it like, look, it's legit, you know.
So what's he trying to do with it?
Nothing. He was just trying to show off that he found it and the fact that, you know, there's always that stupid-ass debate for God knows how long.
Who shot first?
Yeah, before they actually changed it. You know,
but in the video, Greedo shot first, man.
Yeah, but Han shot first.
But in the script, they said Han shot first?
Yes.
But in the original, Greedo did, man.
I know, but in the script, Han shot first. But who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? Greedo's dead.
But, yeah, Greedo's dead.
He got his head blown off. He's toast.
But, yeah, I'm just kind of curious as to the...
Well, supposedly they had some new characters, or some old characters coming back, like General Akbar. It's a trap!
It's a trap! And then what's his name?
The
Mexican Japanese
Japanese looking dude. What's his name? Nian something?
Oh, we're probably gonna get freaking butchered for that one if anybody listens.
Dude, that's what when I was a kid, I always thought he kind of looks like a mix between an old Asian guy and like
a Mexican or
some
Latino.
kind of you know like
Middle
some kind of Mexican looking dude. Sorry, that's what it looked like to me. I'm not being racist, goddammit. I'm just fucking saying. If he looked like a strange Northern European Caucasian guy, I would say this dude reminds me of a strange European Caucasian guy. But it just so happens that this motherfucker don't. He looks like either an old Asian dude or he could be like an old Mexican dude, man.
Well,
he even kind of talk like one too.
Yeah,
you know?
no. If fucking what's his name? Greedo looked like a blue starfish. Not a starfish, but a seahorse.
He did look like a spiny looking. Some big old dick sucking lips on him too, didn't he?
Right. Long snout on a mouth that sucks some dick. Right. Jesus.
Galactic pole smokers.
You never know. They might be the kind of style for them, man. It might just be like that level for them.
Yeah, I mean, it could.
Right.
Very well could, but...
Jesus. I can't believe it went that far, delved that far into Star Wars without people sucking dick.
Well, you know what? Everybody makes their way to the darkest ends of YouTube, so... Why not get yourself in
the... That's a fucking...
And that's another thing I was trying to get onto. You know, we need another good Star Trek series, man.
Well,
seriously,
they say it's.
Tell me it didn't make you think a little bit when you're hearing them. Well, you know, if we attach this one to this one, and if we can manage to get it through the deflector dish there, because remember, all problems are solved
through the deflector
dish.
Yeah, it's always
of course, Captain.
It's always the inertial dampers.
The inertial dampers
screw it up, and it's always fixed by the deflector dish.
That's right. Hey, our phasers are offline, but if we were able to reroute
rewrite
secondary power,
we're gonna burn out the emitters. It's always the emitters. It's always a fucking emitter. There's always like a gajillion emitters, and they always burn them out somehow. But they can replace them out quick.
But we've got extras, you know.
Yeah, just
right back over there.
You can replicate a whole bunch.
Yeah, we can replicate a whole bunch. But you know, we could. You know, these aliens keep. You know, we can't understand what they're saying. They're using some kind of algorithm to talk.
Yeah.
Run it through the deflector dish. What the fuck?
What's that
for? What the fuck is going on? I gotta remind you guys of this shit.
Well, you just reverse the polarity. It's because instead of going out, it goes in. Jesus.
Done.
Come on, man.
What the fuck you think this dish is here for? It's not to serve fucking food on.
No shit. We really are the Enterprise, motherfuckers.
That's right. Run it through the deflector dish.
Okay, so let's go to the topic of if they are going to do a new series.
There better be a deflector dish.
Where will they place it? Oh, there'll be a deflector dish.
I'm going to be upset.
So where will they place it, though?
Well, supposedly on the net, they're talking about it being Captain Worf. It's supposed to.
Yeah, but then
I'd buy that for $1.
There's another group of people out there saying how the new movies have fucked the whole timeline and everything because supposedly now because of the new
Worf
movies,
is still alive.
because the
He's
new
still
movies,
there.
because of the new movies, the next generation will never happen.
I remember old LeVar Burton, they asked him, so what do you think
Yeah.
about these new movies? He's like, fuck
I
you,
don't like
motherfuckers.
Fuck this shit.
I don't agree
That
to
would be
even
awesome.
remotely to agree.
Dude, that would be awesome if fucking LeVar Burton went full on Negro,
That's
full
right,
on,
full blown, went full ghetto, Superfly-tastic.
Fucking Superfly TNT, man. If he went full on ghetto style.
That's right. You know, all those years, I'm up in here.
And reading Rainbow motherfuckers, guess what, bitches?
You know, I'm up here fixing the Enterprise, using the deflector dish to deflect some bullshit.
Well, guess what, motherfuckers? I'm gonna use some bullshit.
And you know what you're gonna do? Here comes J.J. Abrams coming in here to fuck it all up. Did you see that interview? So what do you think about it? He's like, no.
No. But then
It
again...
sucks. It means the whole next generation is gone.
Yeah, it is, apparently, but... But Worf, though? Oh, I love Worf.
I fucking love Worf, too.
But when you want to see a whole new crew...
Well, it could be Worf as the captain with a whole new crew of people.
Yeah, but you... But he's a
Come
captain.
on, don't be getting greedy now, goddammit.
You gotta be greedy. You gotta have a whole new cast. I wouldn't... I mean, of course,
dude, Next
obviously
Generation
include
people...
other people from other series.
But dude, Next Generation was by far...
Oh yeah, superior.
The superior of all of them.
But
this is some super geek talk right now.
So the fucking
right
first original series had 3 seasons, right?
3 seasons because people just weren't
ready
mentally ready for something as cool as that shit.
This, you know what? We have to use this topic for another day because it's a long conversation. So let's cut that one short.
What?
Let's continue that for the next time we talk. But looking forward to talking about if the Next Generation was only 3 seasons. Would you rate it the same as the best of the best? Because the first 3 seasons of Next Generation, not bad, but it feet are running.
It had some
traction
times where I was snoozing a
because
little
the fucking tight ass fucking shirts, they're freaking breaking their backs and
Yeah,
sweating. Yeah, they're sweating their asses off.
Just rubbing my nipples. Rah, God damn it!
They hated those. They said they hated those uniforms. Those first ones. They're like the first 2-3 season ones. They said they hated those things. They stunk. They were sweaty and nasty every time they were in them. They caused like back problems and yeah.
So who all was stinking up in them things?
Freaking Patrick Stewart was bitching and moaning. Reich,
what about the twaddlage?
Jonathan Frakes, he was bitching and moaning. I think was it.
They have any twaddlage problems from those
Marina
things?
Sirtis, or was Marina Sirtis had a different type of uniform, so maybe not her. But
let me ask you something. Did you ever look at her camel toe every once in a while when she was walking around?
Damn right. Damn right. Come on.
I remember my father saying it, son. You're 13 now.
Tickle
See your camel toe? Your mother's not around.
What's a camel toe, Dad?
My
Go to your room.
yeah. Son, use your fucking brain.
Go to your room.
Use your imagination.
You're
You're fired. Get out of here.
You're grounded for a month.
That's right. Get out of here.
You know what camel
Don't know what
toe
a
is.
fucking camel toe is. You should have known right off the get-go.
It should be in your instruction in your DNA to know what camel toe means.
I'm serious. And that reminds me. That reminds me of the birds and the bees talk my old man had with me, dude. I remember I was riding in one of his vehicles. Remember, he never had any money. But he always managed to have a Camaro, another kind of Camaro, a Harley Davidson, a wood shop. Son, I'm picking up pennies off the ground.
No kidding.
I'm trying to stay alive. Hey, threw some new rims up on the Beamer the other day.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the Camaro, the Camaro's almost reworked. But I'm picking up pennies.
Yeah, of course.
Now I got lucky and found a
broke.
nickel.
I can barely afford you. I can barely afford to feed you.
I can barely afford to feed you, but you know.
Chop some wood up back. We need some more wood.
Daddy's got to put gasoline in the Camaro.
Yeah, high grade, high octane.
But anyways, driving in one of his cars that he couldn't afford. But I remember him saying, son, it's about that time to have the birds and the bees. I remember thinking, God damn, I don't even need to hear this shit because I already know.
Yeah, right.
I saw porn way too young when I was a kid. You know, playing with my G.I. Joes around his stereo. Mind you, he didn't have any money, but he had the best and the best of the best of the best of the best of the fucking stereo.
He had separate components.
Oh,
right?
yes, he fucking sure did.
Separate shit,
He had gigantic remember those big old wooden Kenwood speakers?
Yep.
But anyways, I remember being a kid playing some G.I. Joes, and on the back of the speakers, there was this little cutout on the bottom. And I remember thinking, oh, I'm going to, I could put one G.I. Joe in there, Joe in there. You know, that would be his little cave or whatever.
I'm surprised you didn't take your G.I. Joes to display them somewhere.
Well, it might have, but I've already been traumatized enough.
No,
but
I'm talking about right.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I remember sticking my hand underneath there to go put my G.I. Joe in there, and
what?
surprise! It's a VHS tape.
I'm gonna guess.
Would Santa bring me this year?
Let me guess. It wasn't fully rewinded. It wasn't fully at the end. It was like probably in the middle.
Right in the middle.
I guarantee you.
So he could track.
Yeah,
I wonder if anybody's been watching this shit. I know exactly. I got it written down.
16 minutes, and 3
30
seconds.
Yeah, 33 milliseconds.
Yeah, milliseconds too.
And you could never rewind it back to be exactly on the point.
Take it off by a microsecond. You're like, damn it!
I caught your ass. You been whipping your willy on my sofa?
Oh, what? Huh?
Better use toilet paper, goddammit.
Or a sock.
I don't care about socks. Your mother does the laundry.
Exactly. I don't care what you... Actually, you know what? I care about socks because I don't want you to buy more socks for you. You got to wear the same socks you just
And you better get the colored socks out of the fucking white socks drawer. I'm telling you what.
You better bleach those
Some
bitches.
beatings are coming here.
You better bleach those motherfuckers.
Yeah, I remember pulling out the... And I remember the first porn I watched, it had Ron Jeremy in it.
Oh,
of course, he had a gut on him. He had a big old hairy gut. Slapping his dick around.
He didn't have hairy. I remember the first,
He was a hairy fuck, dude.
Oh, he was disgustingly hairy.
He looked like a gremlin. He looked like a fucking homunculus, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big head, big ears, big old belly, big feet,
big
and a fucking pogo stick.
Yeah, motherfucking big dick.
But anyways, that was my father's birds and the bees conversation. He said, "Son, I'm going to tell you right now if you know a woman's a liar or not." I said, "How are you supposed to do that?" He goes, "If she dyes her hair red, if she's a redhead, when you pull down her undies, it should be red too. But if she dyes her pussy hair red too, she's a lying whore."
That was the birds and bees talk?
That was the birds and bees talk. If you want to know if a girl's a natural blonde, yank her pants down. If she dyes her hair blonde and you can see the black roots, she's a lying whore and get rid of her.
Wow, what prophetic advice to have.
It was prophetic, dude.
That's where you started off, making sure.
And let me tell you, that stuck in my brain too. I was like,
What's
I remember
the good
pulling down on,
advantage?
what do we got here? Oh, okay, she's trustworthy.
What was Neil saying? If the curtains match the carpet.
That's right.
The curtains
That's why my father said, if it's matching and one of these days you see some roots, she's a lying whore and get rid of her. Because if she goes to all that trouble to do that too, who knows what kind of shit she'll go to cover a lie.
Jesus Christ! How much of a trust issue does he have?
Well, we're talking about my old man here, so
yeah.
He's another fucking character from
whole
beyond normal dimensions.
That's a whole nother episode, my friend.
Not sure, dude. That's episodes on
episodes
of episodes. Know what I mean?
Right? Jesus fucking criminy, just Jesus Christ, dude. That's a 4-hour episode. Right?
You know of this character. Wait, maybe one of these days we'll pull out the. We'll bring up the magical. Remember the bag of tricks.
Was that Kaufman or was that Spud?
It was Spud.
It was Spud.
Spud, if you're out there listening, goddammit, you know about the good old bag of tricks, boy. I didn't know my father was a Jedi until later on.
That motherfucker on how somehow and explain the two best stories he's fucking ever heard was
the bag of tricks, the bag-o tricks.
It's the bag-o tricks, the bag-o tricks, the Korean story, and the fucking Russian story. Those 3 stories are like the best stories I've ever heard in my life.
They're fucking awesome, dude.
That was like the best 3 stories of my entire life I've ever heard.
And you know what's weird, dude? Out of all the countries in the world, I know 2 guys that either one resides in Russia now and one that lived in Russia, Spud. Yeah. Dude, that story that he told.
He didn't live in Russia. He was like
he lived. It was a
stand.
It was a stand.
Kyrgyzstan or Pakistan.
When you know you're in a stand, you know you're in a world of trouble.
Fucked in the ass stand.
That's right. He was in one of those stands. What used to be Russia. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, used to be Russia.
Used to be USSR.
And they still drink vodka. They still fucking hate Americans.
For some odd reason, but they do.
Fucking hate Americans.
Even though he did nothing to them.
And his stories from that side of the world was absolutely hilarious, man. And we'll save that. Hopefully, Spud will get his ass back over to the floating turd and
I doubt that seriously.
And grace us with his own, because obviously he's animated enough to make that story plenty.
We gotta put him on some kind of video conferencing.
Somehow. Oh, I would love to. Spud, if you figure it out, goddammit,
exactly.
Send me a message.
You fuckhead.
Fucking weasel.
Weasel spud.
That's right.
Pull that taffy more.
Yeah, that's right. Stretch your taffy out a little bit more.
On that
On that high note.
Sayonara, motherfuckers. We'll see you next flip side.
We'll see you next week.
Fucking A, motherfuckers.